Why do dogs shake their toys? This is an interesting question that I was asked recently, and we have one dog that does it quite often. So it got me thinking about this, and I did a little bit of research, and I wanted to really dig into, why it is that some dogs will pick up a toy and just shake it all around. It's kind of funny and cute, but why do they do that? Dogs do a lot of strange things that leave us wondering about their behavior, and a lot of them can be traced back to their instincts, their ancestors, and behaviors that those dogs had that we as humans, we domesticated dogs between 20 and 40,000 years ago, research shows. And so over that time, obviously through selective breedings, we've been able to change just about every aspect of a dog's genetic makeup. We've created bigger, stronger dogs. We've created smaller dogs than ever before, dogs that are faster, dogs for different purposes, from, working dogs to lazier lap dogs. We've created all these different breeds and types of dogs with all these different characteristics. But certain natural instincts have withstood the test of time, which is where some of those odd behaviors that we notice come from. Dogs shaking their toys around is a natural, completely normal behavior, but it can turn into an obsessive habit. When a wild dog catches his prey, he grabs it by the back of the neck, usually somewhere in that area, and he shakes it around until he kills it. That's how wild dogs catch small prey in order to feed themselves. So your dog shaking his toys around is just that natural instinct rearing its head. After thousands of years of domestication, your dog only uses this behavior as a form of play now. Obviously, your dog doesn't think that he's trying to kill his toy. It's just that natural instinct coming through. He could also shake his toys out of boredom. If he's not getting enough mental stimulation, he may take some of that frustration out on his toys. If he shakes his toys out of boredom, though, you're probably gonna see that it won't stop there. In an effort to entertain himself, he's gonna shake the toy, shred the toy into little pieces, or at least try to. So typically, if it's a boredom issue, that's a good way to notice it. He is shaking his toys around a lot, but he's also just shredding them to bits. That means he needs some more stimulation. So, some more playtime, some longer walks, maybe some more interesting toys. A lot of people don't realize that, humans, like human children, will get bored playing with the same toys. If you had a child and you had the same, 5 or 6 toys that they always had to play with for years, that child's gonna get bored within a matter of days, let alone weeks or months. So if your dogs have the same toys for a long time, the same can be true. The best thing that you can do is provide a variety of different types of toys. So stuffed toys, rope toys, some interactive toys. You can have puzzle toys, that kind of stuff, and then change them out frequently. So once a week, take a couple of toys away and put a new one in, and keep rotating them around. And that will keep your dog mentally stimulated and engaged. Is toy shaking something to be concerned about? Is it a problem? Usually it's not something to be that concerned about. If your dog chews toys obsessively, or if he's an aggressive player when he's playing or guarding toys, resource guarding. I've done a video on that. If you don't know what resource guarding is, it's when your dog has his things, his food, his dish, his toys, and he will guard those from other dogs or other humans. If you try to get close to his special things, he might growl or show signs of aggression. So if you notice anything like that, that's when you have a problem. If you leave this behavior untreated, it might seem mild now and you think it's no big deal, but if you leave it untreated, he could start showing that behavior towards other animals in your home, small children, or even towards yourself. If you're worried about your dog being aggressive, if you have any concerns about that whatsoever, it's best to consult a trainer that has experience with this type of behavior. Sometimes even experienced pet owners, they think that they can train an aggressive dog. If you don't have experience specifically with aggressive dogs, it's really not something that you should do on your own. Obviously, it can lead to injury very quickly and become a big problem. So this is something that you really want to make sure you're reaching out to a professional if it's a concern of yours. If you feel that the behavior is mild and you want to train your pup yourself, you'll need to work on command training. Your dog will need to be taught the drop it command, so that when he has something and he's becoming aggressive about it or he's guarding it, drop it, leave it. Some people use the leave it command so that he knows that is no longer his possession. If your dog has an issue with resource guarding, it's important to start training immediately and be consistent. That means you're consistent and everybody in your house is consistent and on the same page with the training. Any leeway will have your dog thinking he can get away with aggressive behavior sometimes. So he's going to try it every time because he's not going to know when he can get away with it and when he can't. He needs to learn quickly that this type of behavior is absolutely unacceptable. If command training isn't working or your dog's becoming more aggressive towards you, other family members, or other pets in your home, seek professional help immediately. Just because a dog is showing some signs of aggression does not mean he's an aggressive dog. It means that he needs some structure and some training, and you can certainly get that with the help of a professional. Find a dog trainer who's skilled in dealing specifically, as I said, with aggressive dogs. They can help you learn to train your pet safely and with confidence. So, you're not working with them long-term. It's something where they come in, they see what's going on. Maybe it's your training style. Maybe it's the way that you are interacting with your dog. You're giving him, a little bit too much authority. So he's thinking he's the alpha in the situation, and they can help you reverse that. Or, maybe it's that you just don't know where to start. They can help you. They can give you the skills that you need to train your dog on your own. You just need that professional help to get started.